Gee.
6 months.
6 months. Well, 6 months, it involved a lot of skin grafting. They would shave skin from my legs and place it on my arms. But luckily, the only problems I have is that 2 of my fingers don't. I cannot straighten 2 fingers. So unfortunately, a life as a musician was out of the question. So I usually only type with 8 fingers.
But many persons typed with 2 fingers.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Well, I'm afraid I cannot touch type. Touch typing is looking at the screen while typing on the keyboard. Blind typing. So in English we say touch type. So my second disaster, or my second...
How many disasters do you have?
I've only been in hospital twice, but
Still alive, okay.
Okay.
My second disaster was a stupid disaster. When I was 8 years old, my 7-year-old sister, I'm not sure why, but my sister wanted to see how many hair grips.
Hair grips.
A hair grip is usually used by girls to keep their hair in a certain position. These are a small metal wire. My sister was trying to see how many hair grips she could get into my mouth.
My mouth?
Into my mouth. And then suddenly I swallowed one. And so I was rushed off to hospital, and the nurses were worried that the hair grip might become caught in my intestines.
Yeah.
And so every day I was given a laxative to make me go to the toilet, and some poor nurse had to sort through to check if it had come out the other end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it took 10 days to come through.
10 days.
But after 10 days, it came out, no problem.
You feel big pain?
No, I felt no pain. So the doctors were very worried. I was kept in the hospital at this time because the doctors were worried if I suddenly felt pain, or if the grip became blocked in my intestines, they would have to operate quickly. But luckily, it came out.
Guys.
So this is my second disaster.
And third. And third?
No, I haven't really, well, yes, I experienced the Hanshin earthquake as well.
You were there.
But
Yeah.
there was not really. Luckily, in my kitchen, the kitchen cabinet doors were sliding. So when the earthquake occurred, they slid closed. So I think the microwave stand walked into the center of the kitchen, and many metal plates came off the table. But luckily, 90% of our possessions were undamaged, and I had the peace of mind to telephone to my parents immediately. So 10 minutes after the quake, I telephoned my parents and got through. And so I told everyone in England, we are safe, no problems. But I tried 10 minutes later, and it was impossible to connect. Yes. However, if the quake had happened 12 hours later, I would have been on the Kobe subway. That evening, I think it was a Tuesday,
Yes, yes, yes. I remember. I remember because I had.
That evening,
Yes, yes.
usually at that time on Tuesday evenings, I had an English class at
Oh.
Station Joe
Ah.
on the Kobe line, so
Yeah.
I would have been travelling on the train at that time.
Mm.
So I was very lucky that it occurred so early in the morning instead. Okay, well, talking about my history, as I said, I was born in '53. I attended school in the West Midlands and then the East Midlands in Leicester, and attended university in Leicester too. However, in the 1970s, a lot of the science graduates were, it was very easy to become employed doing weapons research. This was during the Cold War, and the only maybe physics-related subject I could do really was working for a power company. So I started working for British Nuclear Design and Construction, which is a consortium of companies building power stations.